The Vibes.
Welcome back, you guys. Once again, it's your girl, Estelle, and I'm here with...
Nana Izuma.
And we are back talking about stress and anxiety. So, what are the effects of stress?
The effects, well, definitely skin issues.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely depression.
Mm-hmm.
It can literally, there's a massive spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the effects are so broad. And it can be different for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not going to disclose any names, but there's someone that I know that because of their stressful situations, like they cut themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like depression that they don't really exhibit towards other people. It's very passive.
Mm-hmm.
But like you could see the scarring
Mm-hmm.
because of the stress, especially the stress that the school system kind of propagates onto youth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one factor of it. But skin issues, like eczema is one of them. Hives is another, because I know that when I get stressed, I like explode in hives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really bad sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then depression. So I guess sometimes people can like lock themselves in a room or cry. Mm-hmm. And it's like a continuous thing. So it's not just something that happens once, and then that can lead to burnout. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I feel like the effects of stress is, it's very broad, and it can really be, the effects can either be like really minimal or very translucent or very like extreme and very self-destructive and very intense. And I feel like for me, I feel like the way stress affects me can either be very little or even like positive, and sometimes they can be like really negative. So it really depends, but it's really important for you to be aware of when you're feeling stress, because when you're aware that you're stressed, then I feel like that's when it's much easier to tackle the issue and know how to handle the situation properly. So I hope you guys are thinking of yourselves and putting yourselves first and are aware. What do you say are like the causes of anxiety?
The causes, it has to be bullying,
Mm-hmm.
family,
Mm-hmm.
definitely the environment that you surround yourself. So even if it's not family, it can be the community, and it can be past situations. Mm-hmm. So basically, if something had happened and it wasn't exactly how you expected, you use that as tangible evidence and then say that maybe this time it's not going to be very different, and mm-hmm. that thing is going to occur exactly the same way, and it's probably not going to be the best result. So then there's also, like in terms of bullying, we watched the movie Mean Girls, mm-hmm. and how there's a lot of bullying, and with that bullying comes obviously self-awareness. You're very conscious about every little thing that you're doing, every action that you take. Am I drinking the water properly? Or do they like my outfit? Or like, am I even talking like eloquently? You become very self-aware and very self-conscious. So that has a lot to do with social anxiety.
Yeah.
So there's a lot.
Yeah, there is. I definitely agree on the bullying part, where what other people do to you definitely affects you. There's been so many situations where like in elementary school when I was younger, like I was definitely like bullied a lot, and it made me insecure for a very, very long time, and it took a lot of hard work to unlearn all of those things. And also, like, recently, I never really had an issue like making friends. I consider myself pretty sociable and outgoing, but going to university and moving to a whole different city, and just like meeting like a whole new like demographic of people, I started to like develop some social anxiety, and I started to be really nervous about like how I presented myself, and I was really nervous about like if whether people like me or what I'm saying makes sense, or like if I even like is this conversation good, are they even listening to me, all that stuff. And yeah, but I feel like it takes a lot of like unlearning to do. Do you feel like youth these days like try their best to get over these issues, or do you think they don't really know how to? Or
I feel like we kind of like downplay the effects of stress.
mm-hmm.
And because we downplay that, and sometimes we think that if we come to terms that, oh yeah, we're stressed, it presents a sign of weakness. So I feel that nowadays, like, we're also not educated about it enough. Mm-hmm. So we're not able to recognize and detect if we are stressed and be like knowledgeable about that, and then teach ourselves how to relax and how to react to that stressful situation. So
yeah, I feel like kids these days don't really know how to deal with situations like this, and I feel like we need to spread more awareness on how to tackle stress and anxiety. But I also feel like there's this big romanticization going on of like all these issues, and I feel like a lot of people want to be heard. Therefore, they like purposefully try to tackle these situations super extremely so they can feel heard instead of just like addressing the issue like how it is. And I think it's really interesting, and I feel like we definitely need to talk more about mental health like within schools, and I feel like we need to definitely bring way more awareness to these issues, which is I feel also as I'm saying it, I'm just like, oh, this is so like ironic, because I feel like we talk about mental health a lot, and I feel like we have been also way more open about mental health like more than ever, but I don't know, I still feel like there's such a disconnect within youth and solving the problem, or like learning how to tackle them. And I wonder if it's like fear, or like them like wanting to get better or not wanting to get better. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's the fear.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has to do with fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we kids are scared. We're really, really scared. What is like your biggest fear right now?
Failing is one, and then
like failing school, or failing in life, failing like.
I feel like if I fail in school, I fail in life.
Are you failing school?
No.
Honestly, guys, I think it's really hard to fail. I think it's really hard to fail. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't say that, but I'm just saying we put a lot of pressure on ourselves in school, and even though sometimes it's a little bit necessary, especially if you want to get into something prestigious, I also feel like no matter what, there's ways to get to the destination, especially when it comes to like career. There's so many ways to get to that destination without like getting that good grades, honestly. So I commend you for the ambition, but please don't hurt yourselves over high school or over school in general, and you will make it no matter what. You just need to believe in yourself. Go on though.
Well, and then also, I'm very scared of centipedes and wasps, because wasps, like, they'll sting you, like, and they can sting you more than once. So there's also stress in that. Like, when I see a wasp, like, I would usually run, because I don't know how how they're going to react. Even if I'm just like, if I flip my hair, will they think that I'm attacking them and then sting me? So there's also very much stress in that situation. I think stress is like, it's literally attached to almost every situation. It's the way that you like go about that particular situation and your reaction, your feelings towards that as well.
True. Do you like going outside though?
I like going outside, but not when there's
Yeah.
animals, insects.
I feel like a good way to be less stressed also is to learn to find like the good in things and to appreciate things a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of being like a glass half empty type of girl, be a glass half full, and doing stuff like that. But I think that's all the time we have today. And thank you so much for watching. Once again, it is your girl, your woman, Estelle, and I'm here with
Nana Izuma.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Goodbye.
The Vibes.